the interim. Who?
Yeah.
Awesome. So let's start back at the beginning so people know what this is all about. So it's a team build training call we're having tonight to kind of give people an introduction how they could actually start building their teams and getting through the system much faster. So you're at the ATTM $10 team build system call here, where we're going to go from being little kitties in this to actually being some giants. Some giants in the sense that we're moving from a level 2, actually a level 1 to a level 2 in the ATTM platform. So when you're seeing this logo, that's who we are. That's our team build. Vibrant, moving, engaging, that's who we are. So we're going to go into our team build session and just dive into a couple of things. The goal of this call is to be 1-2 punch, right? In and get something done. It's not going to be a lengthy call, just to get you oriented to what we're doing here. So for the people who are new, you haven't missed anything, jump in and just get started. So a quick recap we're going to do about how the team build works and pretty much how you could start. So folks are forgetting what we're here for, right? It is to make that money, right? With the ATTM system, it's a $10 program, $10 system that allows us to generate 180. And the goal is to move yourself from a level 1 to a level 2. Now, folks, if you could do me a huge favor and mute yourselves if you're actually not muted. If you could check your mics, make sure you're muted just to keep things clean. So we have a level 1 to level 2. The goal and how you actually get to the level 2 is you need to attach 3 members to the blockchain, the automation here, for it to automatically upgrade it to level 2. It's the same thing with the other platform that's already here as well. The $100 platform, they're both in the same place. So if you're in your back office, you join with a $10 system, you're seeing in there's another $100 platform as well. You could actually go in there and join it right away, or do it after you upgrade yourself. You cycle through level 1 and generated 180. So you decide, no one's going to hold you back. So whatever platform you're working, it's the same process that we're doing. So 2 platforms, here's how we do this. So you realize for our team build here, and you're wondering, well, how does the team build work, right? And how do I start? So here's how the team build work. This is the team you're building. To get yourself to a level 2, you personally have to have 3 people attached to your link in order for the system to automatically upgrade you to level 2. So to make this happen, right, it's going to be you, right, engage in this process, allowing 3 people to join with your link. So it's you in that effort to have that happen, your team of 3 who's going to help you do that, and also the team build. So it's a 3-part system here that's allowing us all to build out this whole team structure here. So when you join, you need 3 people attached to you. So it's going to be you. Let's give me a quick second, folks. Okay, we're looking good. It's going to be you going out to get this process done, and also the team build helping you to get this process done. So it's going to be you and the team build helping for you to get your 3 to go to the next level. And then once you have your 3 below you, it now becomes you, your team of 3, and the team build working on your behalf to then go help those people as well. So that's the power you have behind you right now, that you have a team above you who is helping you, right? Your team of 3 above you, and also the team build helping you. And now we need you to actually engage in that process and help yourself as well. So that's why we're going to talk about today's topic of doing Facebook and Facebook marketing. So this was posted in our Telegram group. How many people are on Facebook and looking for ways to share this on Facebook? And definitely ask for some response, because if people are participating in this, we want to definitely fuel your growth and help you get this done. So for the folks who are on Facebook, trying to figure out how to do the Facebook posting thing, need some materials to do it, that's what I'm going to give you today. For the folks who are not on Facebook, this could be an idea for you as well to get started. So the first thing, folks, you've been invited to this call. You've probably seen this marketing hub. This is our marketing hub. And like I mentioned when we got started, right? Your part in the team build is this. It's going to be you, the team build, and actually your 3 members engaging to get this working. So this is where we are. You. If you're brand new and starting, you've gotten the marketing hub. The first thing you need to do, of course, you did step 1. The second thing to do is step 2. Step 2, have you, in a sense, reaching out to people you already know. And by already know, we're not talking friends and family. We're talking about marketers in your space, right? Colleagues, people in the same space that you are, that you've had interactions with in the past. You somehow know of them, they know of you. That's how you're reaching out to them. So you could definitely take these emails, and this is direct message marketing. That means you're reaching out directly to people that you know via either your email, your WhatsApp, your Telegram, any kind of way that you know of people in the marketing space that have worked with us, you've worked with them, or you're looking to work with them. These are some direct messages that you could definitely have, right? Use these, copy and paste, and send it to those folks to get your system going. And of course, we're focusing on this part here, the part that you are involved in getting your 3 people in. The team build's working on your behalf, but you have to start it. Because here's how the team build works. It flows from left to right. We're filling the gaps that you're not, right? So if a person is here, we're helping them fill in their gaps. So that means if you came in over here, we have to get you, right? But in the interim, you could actually help yourself to literally fill your roles. That by the time you get over there, guess what? We're helping your team fill their roles. And all 3 of us are helping that to go even faster. So to help you get there faster.
Somebody by the name of Francis unmuted is disturbing the call.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
thank you.
Can you unmute me or mute me or do something with me?
Okay, go ahead on and make me
Sorry.
an
Ah,
co-host. I'm sorry.
oh, Bonnie, thank you.
Okay.
So I've lost the screen completely.
All right, Lonnie, check that out for me, please.
I got it.
Awesome. Thank you, Lonnie. Oh, thank you. The community out there supporting all of us. This is truly a team build. All right. While Lonnie takes care of stuff in the background, certainly appreciate that, Lonnie. We're going to get back with the idea that you're trying to move yourself and get your 3 folks while the team build is working in the background to fill in those holes, right? So with the Facebook, how do you get things on there? Now, I'm going to put this in our chat. And the reason I'm putting this in the chat, you know what? Sometimes it's just too much info to divulge. And if you're really serious
So I was dating this
about
guy, Chris,
doing something, then
for years.
okay, you'll actually, right, do the stuff. So if I share all this information, it's like, you know what, I'm not really interested in doing anything on Facebook, then it becomes wasted effort. For folks who want to know this, then you'll have all of this at your arsenal here. So I'm putting in the chat, there's going to be a video about how to post on Facebook, the do's and don'ts. So what I'm going to share with you is the actual raw steps to post on Facebook, and then you could dive down into seeing the best ways to get the most out of Facebook. So you could post multiple times on Facebook, but you got to know when to do it, right, and how to do it. This video is going to instruct you on how, when to actually do your posting. So the request is that each person on the call help the team build, because I mentioned, right, we're in a sense working in the background to fill in the holes that you're not filling in, right, that your team's not filling in, that you're working, doing your thing, and in the interim, we're helping to fill everyone's team. So you want to be mindful of that as you go in your back office and you see someone back there going, oh, I didn't sponsor this person. How did this one get here? It might be the situation that your team, the person above you, helped you get your 3, or the team build have actually helped you. So that means you can now go out there right, not being stressed and say, hey, you know what, I'm going to help the team build, because if I help the team build, that means we're all being helped. So the post on Facebook, we go on Facebook here. Hopefully everyone has a Facebook account. If you don't, you could definitely set one up easy. Once you have your Facebook up, you're going to go to Facebook and you're actually going to search for groups. Just search for any kind of groups. Put in, and I like at this point, because we're doing stuff in the crypto world, we put in crypto groups. When you search for that, it's going to come up with a list of groups for you. That you could possibly join. Now, I've joined a couple recently and actually did this. So I know this stuff is working pretty good and it's pretty hot right now. Lots of people out there trying to make crypto. And some of the times we're going after people who have no idea about crypto, right? and we're going, they don't want to join, they don't know about crypto. Here's a group of people already know about crypto, so it's not teaching them about crypto at this point, right? And that's not to say if you go into other groups that people don't know about crypto, but for sure, if we're targeting groups that know about crypto, we know we got that covered. But as you're doing this, don't be afraid to, explore different groups and actually do the same strategy with those groups. So if you want to, you just decide, okay, which one do I want to join? I can see this one says 10 posts a day. It has a large group of members. I'm saying I like that, go for it. This one is a public group as well. So you're making, public group that you could post in, 10 posts a day, liking that too. So you join these groups, and whenever they accept you to actually start posting, you'll get a notification saying that you've joined that group. They've given you access to join the group. And then at that point, now we go posting. So you're going, well, what am I posting on there? Because we're a team build, and for some folks who weren't in our last call last week, I kind of detail why us posting and doing a team build actually makes a lot of sense. Because here's the idea. If you're seeing something over and over again, like you're seeing McDonald's over and over again, right? If something is being blasted over and over again, at some point your brain decides to, you know what, let me check that out. Why am I keep seeing this? It's like a buzz being going around, and people then want to know about it. So that's why we're, as a team, posting the same things to have it flood the marketplace that people cannot avoid seeing it, right? They have to see it, and at some point goes, what is this? And then they decide to start clicking on these things, exploring what we have, and then becoming part of our team. So that's the big picture to what we're doing. So we're all going to be posting the same stuff. So to post the same stuff, I'm going to open this here. This is what we'll be posting together as a team. All right, so I've just kind of expand one of those. So these are the kind of placards we're going to post on Facebook as a team. You're going to decide which ones you want to use, right? Because this is just one of many. And I'll just scroll through as I talk. So we're just going to pick one, whichever one you resonate with, right? You see this stuff, you're like, I like that one. It doesn't matter, because the essence of this, it all says the same message, and it all sends people back to the same place. You can see at the bottom here, it has a website. It's all sending people back to the same place. So you pick whatever resonates with you and post it on Facebook, because this is different enough that we're all not posting the same thing, but in the sense we are posting the same thing, right? Because this picture is different from this picture, right? Which is different from this one. So different people will pick different things. So I'm not telling anyone, oh man, just pick this and post it. This way, it makes a variety of things going out, right? Because people are going to pick different things for different reasons and post it. But the essence is we're all posting the same place where people will get back to. So you'll have a variety of these things to post on Facebook that you could pick and post with just a message. Because I don't know about if folks are on Facebook, that sometimes you see just the same advertisement, right? Over and over. And you decide, you know what, I keep seeing this over and over again. I'm going to look into it. So that's what all these posts are all about that you're seeing on the screen here, is the idea that we're going to use these posts right here. You get to pick which one resonates with you that you want to post. And we all post on Facebook because it's headed back to the same spot. So to post on Facebook, let's head back there. You're on Facebook, you're in a group. And let me find one of my groups. You know what? I see crowdfunding Florida. Let's see, Action Takers group. I'm gonna see if I have a Make Money Online group. Okay, so I'm in a Make Money Online group, and people who are Make Money Online groups, they're adventurous. They probably know about crypto, all the different stuff. So like I'm saying, just go out there, search for groups. Pick a couple crypto groups, a couple groups that resonates with you in the Make Money Online kind of space, and then we get to posting. So to post on there, once you're accepted to the group and you have ability to post, and of course, in order for you to post well, you got to read the directions of how they want you to post, right? So that's where the nitty gritty comes in, that I need everyone to put a little effort in and just kind of research what they need to do as they're going along. Because no one could tell you exactly and all the nitty gritty to do. And that's also the reason why I post the video in the chat, that you get a hold of it to realize how to stay out of Facebook jail and how to post responsibly on Facebook so your accounts will be good. But you come to your group that you have, click on photo video. You'd actually click on add a photo. And this is where I'd go and say, I picked this one. That's the one we're going to do for today. I picked that one. I add it there. And then I said something pretty exciting, right? Said, this is exciting. You know what? I should have probably write it in the text. It's going viral. And I'm actually going to post it so it's official. It's going viral. People can't resist. And we are making money. All right. So if I post that there, I could literally post this, and you could post it with or without the link that people will go to. Because if you see the bottom here, this is the link that people will get to. That means when they see this, they get the opportunity to literally type it in their browser. Now, normally I like to copy and paste the link they're going to go to in this box here. So it just makes it easier for people to click on and go to it. But in the interim of saving time here, I'm just going to post this just the way it is, just to have it posted so people can see what it looks like. Now, when you post this, and it's accepted, because some admins of different communities, right, they hold it for approval before it's posted. And it seemed like this one is being held. But you can see the outline of what it looks like when it will be posted, right? It's pretty big. That is not a little teeny post like some people post some little teeny post, right? That doesn't have any pictures or gives nothing. This one is pretty pronounced. And can you imagine when people are seeing this constantly? We make money, we don't chase friends and family, right? And then it mentions to them, all we do is share the same post. They become intrigued and go, what is this? This seems interesting, especially for people who are not, right, having any success. They hate to recruit. They hate to go out, reach out to friends and family. Now this becomes intriguing to them to say, you know what, let me check this out. They click there, and then they start getting information about the team build. So if you're not quite sure what to do, right, you're going, how can I do, start? First part to start is to help yourself. And to help yourself starts here. Step number 2, start reaching out to the people you do know. I mean, not saying give them a call and trying to beg and, get them into something. Just share the information with them, because guess what? We're all marketers looking for something, right? And we've seen this for ourselves, made an assessment of it, say, you know what, this is pretty good. They could either use this as their main thing, a feeder, whatever they want to use it for. It's not our decision to decide what they should be using it for. They see it, they get to know what this platform offers, they could take advantage of it. So that's the first thing you want to do, is make sure you are getting yourself with attached to 3. Now, this is just for all the folks who have, think a little bit outside the box here. And we see 26 minutes. I'm going to wrap it up pretty soon. So the folks who are thinking out the box here, who's saying, you know what, I like this. I could probably use this to build my own team, right? Instead of this placard going to the team build, I would love for it to just come advertise for my team only. Folks, it could be customized that literally people who go to the website here or any website, right, that we put on it is going to your link only. So if you're creative enough, right, you could definitely start changing these up so you focus and funnel people directly to your link as opposed to the team build link. So that's just a tip for anyone who's leadership out here or thinking outside the box, to realize this could literally be coming directly to you. People are seeing the information through you, and that you could share your join link so they're joining you and your team. But for the instance of time, for folks who are ready to do this now, I'm going to have these placards available that all you got to do is copy one of them, paste it like we did, upload the picture, put some catchy words, and of course, I'll provide a few catchy words. But here's another caution I want to give people. When someone provides a script for you, what happens? Everyone used the same script and then everyone's seeing the same thing and it becomes like dead, right? So that's why I don't want to provide a script that everyone could use. I'm going to provide a template of what you can use so you can make things exciting, right? And change up these words that people are going to be seeing when you post your video instead of everyone copying this is exciting, it's going viral, people can't resist it, right? You create different things every time that you're posting. So Facebook, you know what? We stay out of Facebook jail, right? And things stay nice and fresh. So with that, this concludes the entire information I wanted to present on Facebook posting. Mainly, I wanted to show people that we're going to be having the placards that you have access to. So now you can actually start posting on Facebook without kind of racking your brain up, what should I post? Because now you have about 10 or 12 different placards that you can post different days, you know, mix and match a day, or take one, do it for the whole week, and the next week you're taking another one. And this way you're driving traffic and actually getting momentum in building your team. So with that, folks, I'm going to stop here, open it up for any questions and answers, because we like to keep this short as our training call here. So the floor is going to be open to anyone who has any questions. I'm going to ask that if you do have a question, if you raise your hands because of the size of the team, to make sure we get through all the questions orderly. All right, Lonnie. Hey, Lonnie, you're always on top here. We'll definitely get you out to, yeah, you're the guy posting and helping us out here.
Okay, I got two questions. So I may have missed this in the beginning, so please forgive me. But when you are choosing the groups, you know, like on Facebook to post in, are these groups that you know already allow members to post opportunities or whatever in it? Or do you have to try to seek an admin out in that group and get permission to post something?
And good question, Lonnie. And so I'm going to preface this to say, I don't know everything about every marketing, just enough that you could do something. So if folks are needing detailed, right, stuff, and you have detail, you want to really drill down into this idea of posting on Facebook. This was just a 30-minute, right, overview. So there's a lot more to learn. But as you can see, you have the nuggets now to actually go start doing it. So with that question, Lonnie, I'm just going to give you what I know. And if anyone else has, you know, comments on this, definitely chime out. With finding the groups on Facebook, when you do post, you know, you search for groups, so say crypto groups again. It gives you a list and it lets you know what they do, what the groups do, if they're public or private. And when you click on them, it kind of tells you that you could post here, you can post here, or what their rules are. So like this one, if I click on it, it kind of gives you the rules, and then you could decide, do I want to, you know, join that group or not? So it tells you about the group, what it is, public, and you can learn more about it. And so you can make a decision if you want to actually join. So I know you asked that question, Lonnie, for the benefit of the whole group. I appreciate that question. So folks, that's the quick answer to that. Go search, read the rules of the community that you're joining. It will tell you if you could actually post, how many times, if you can post, or what their focus is in that group. And then you could decide, you know what, I can go ahead. But usually I like to search for a group that has that 10 posts. It kind of mentioned you could post up to 10 times, or it gives you a number you could post. So it kind of indicates to me, you know what, that's a group that's probably going to accept posting regularly without any restrictions.
Okay, all right. And my second question is, so if people are using the team build and posting these with that team build link on there, how do you know like who came to the group from which person? Like if 10 of us are sending out a post, right, and we get a few people or whatever that come into that link or whatever, how do you know who they are attached to, or how is it determined where those people will actually get placed?
Another good question. I appreciate that, Lonnie. So the question is, okay, if everyone's posting, in a sense, it boils down to, am I getting credit for doing this in a sense, right? If I'm doing this, am I getting kind of immediate credit. So I'm going to bring us back to this diagram of the team of how this happens, right? And it starts with ATTM, the $10 system, that you need 3 people attached to your link in order for the automation to automatically upgrade you after you have 3 people. So it comes to this, everyone needs 3 people attached to them, right? So that's why I mentioned, first of all, you want to take care of you by going through the marketing hub and finding one of those marketing strategies that you personally, could control. That means you're doing the marketing, and then when people respond, you send off your link. So that's one avenue that you definitely secure that you got your 3. The other part of this is we see people who don't know what to do. They mention, you know what, I can't sponsor, I can't even send out an email, I can't market on any page like a safe list. I don't know where to mark. I don't even know what to do. So that's where we implore those folks to help us do this. Because if you're a person who's building your team, right, you're busy probably posting ads on Facebook for you, right? Sending out emails to people you know, or doing what you do normally as a marketer. This is really good for people who have no clue what to do, right? People in your team that you got your 3 and they're going, I don't know what to do. This is where we have them help us, because we realize if we're blasting it, guess what? You're helping all of us. So that means if all of us is doing this, then we could feed these leads back into maybe, you know what, the number 1 person, who then feeds it into their team as a whole, feed it back to the number 2 person, feed them into our team. So to answer that question directly, you don't get credit for when you do it. Like when it comes back to the team build, we don't know per se that you send it out, right? Like Tom send it out or Jill send it out. We collectively gather it and then send it back to the marketing hubs that then could feed their teams. So the more exposure we have, the faster we could do this. So folks are saying, well, why would I want to do that if I'm not going to get the direct benefit from it? Think of it this way. If this doesn't go fast, right, for the entire team, it probably is not going fast for you if you're not doing anything, right? So if you're not doing anything, it's not going fast for the team. The team is not benefiting. We can't help you. To help yourself and help us, it's like, you know what, blast it out there. So this way, even if you're doing advertisement, right, people are seeing it and they come back to you going, oh my goodness, I just saw this thing. I keep seeing on Facebook, you're doing this thing too. So it helps you and help the entire team builds. So don't think of it as I'm not getting any immediate rewards from it. Because just like how McDonald's advertised for their entire McDonald's population, right? So if you're in New York versus California, you're happy that McDonald's does a nationwide advertisement, because when they come to California, guess what? They're gonna go to McDonald's. When they go to New York, they're gonna go to McDonald's. So no matter where people are, when they see it, they recognize, oh yes, I'm hungry, I go to McDonald's. It's gonna be the same concept here. So when you finally get to advertising, people would have seen this enough to say, man, I keep seeing this. I feel like I'm losing out. So you're really branding this team build that supports all of us to go faster. So hopefully, Lonnie, that kind of gives the wrapper on the theoretical idea behind it, but also kind of reinforces to folks that we need everyone's help in this team build to make it work successfully for all of us.
Okay, thank you, Kay. Appreciate you.
Thank you, Lonnie.
Hello, Kay.
Oh, yes. Who do we have?
Lorenzo, I'm sorry. I'm looking all over. For some reason I can't raise my hand. But how is everybody? But yeah, you was speaking about how to get into the groups. You said it absolutely correct. They will let you know that when you enter the group, you have questions on there, and they're gonna ask you what you marketing or whatever. You said it absolutely correct. They will be. They're pretty thorough groups. And another thing I wanted to say, you can use keywords to find your groups, work from home, make money from home, gifting, different keywords, make money from home in Asia, Africa, and those groups will pop up. Also, you want to make sure that you have at least 20,000 people in the group before you join it. They got less than 20,000, you're wasting your time. So I just want to throw that in.
Oh, Lorenzo, you are the marketing person for Facebook. Yes. Thank you. I appreciate you jumping out and sharing that.
No problem. Thanks, Kay.
All right. To be speedy along, we're going to go to Wanda. I see Wanda has her hand up.
Hey, Kay, real quick, is there a way that this is probably a complicated question? I'm not sure, but is there a way we can maximize our efforts on Facebook so that, um, I- like, would we use like the same type of groups or I don't know if that would kind of look like spam though. I'm not really sure, but like I said, that's probably a complicated question, but I'm not sure. So that the platform gets more visibility, so it's not just something coming from me, but it's another team member and then another team member without it looking like spam. I don't know.
Good question, Wanda. So just to kind of summarize, if I understand it right, it's like stacking our advertising in one group. Like we go in there and just blast the whole place with one kind of advertising, if I'm understanding correctly.
Kinda, yeah.
Okay.
And maybe there's a better way to maximize our efforts, but I was just trying to see if it's possible.
Okay. So that is something, you know what, the video I sent out, I would probably send that, have people refer to that, right? Because if you're looking earnestly to dive into the strategic planning on Facebook, that means you kind of had some idea about how to post. And so if you do, now this becomes, you diving into this world of advertising on Facebook to maximize the result of it. And that's a good question, one to pose, because the idea is you can literally do this with your team. And I'm going to piggyback on something that Lonnie brought up, right? How do I know I'm getting credit? Imagine if these placards were created for you and your team only, right? So it's you and your team is advertising these placards, and every time something happens, it's just for your group only, as opposed to the whole team build. That could definitely be done. And that's what this team build encourages it, is that people do a team, work as a team, because it's you and your three people, right? That's a team. So if the big or group we have here, is all doing the team build, just think of just breaking it up that you and your team do it only, so you could maximize the results that's happening in your team specifically, because the team build is going to help build the whole, right? But if you're doing this with your team only, you're filling only your team holes. So I've sent out information before where I said, you know what, who's on level 2? And with people on level 2, that means you have a team, right? It's you and you have a team of 3 people. That means you're level 2. This is the advanced stuff that I want to help you understand and actually put together for you and your team. So now you can get credit, right? For when you and your team are going out there posting these placards or doing these things that represent the team build, that everything that comes back supplies and feeds into your team directly, so you could build your team faster and it's not diluted across the entire team. So for folks who are in level 2, reach out to me. I've done some information before to kind of gather who those folks are. But if you're in level 2, please reach out to me. I want to teach you how to do this so it actually maximizes you and your team moving forward with all the stuff that the team build is doing. So just to toss it out there. Thank you, Wanda.
Thanks.
Let's
Thank
see.
you.
Absolutely. We're going to go to any more hands that are raised, and I don't see any more hands. Nope, I do. I'm going to go to Betsy, and then we'll go to Mr. Eugene, because he's always giving some good nuggets and stuff. All right. So Betsy, if you could unmute yourself and come on out and ask your question.
All right. Hi, Kay. I want to thank you for the videos you've been doing. I've been watching them. I've just joined in the last week or so. Really good. Appreciate them a lot. Appreciate
Awesome.
you. I have 2 customer support issues. I have been emailing back and forth with them, but I still have 2 problems and I haven't gotten a resolution. What do we do?
Awesome. All right. You know what, Betsy, do me a huge favor. Are you on our Telegram group?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. So that means you could find me. How about you send me a message and kind of give me some heads up on what you're experiencing, and then we'll
Okay.
try and work through those directly.
So when you say your Telegram group, is it the OOR? Let me see the name of it, make sure that that we're talking about the same group. I mean, it's OOR Dream.
I'm in there as well.
Okay.
But just to double check, Betsy, did you get any information that led you to a page like this?
A page like
that you're seeing on the screen?
yeah, I've seen, yeah, I did get the link to this.
Okay. So you want to hop on it, and then step number 1, it's gonna tell you to join our Telegram group right here. So if you hop in there, that's where you'll find me.
Okay,
And then for sure you could send me a private message through there, or somehow we'll have a chat and then figure out where we're gonna
Okay.
meet to. Okay, awesome.
All
Betsy, thank you.
great, thank you.
All right. Oh, Mr. Mosley, I think you're next. We definitely want to get you out.
All right, Kay. You're doing a great job tonight, as usual.
Thank
I
you.
just only had a question concerning the images that you showed before for Facebook groups. If you could put one of those back up.
Let's go do it. All right. Okay. Nothing, huh?
Okay. Now, in the one that you had up just before, that's fine. No, not this one, the other one. The little
Let me-
small one in the green
Let me go
that
find
you just
one.
showed.
Okay.
Yeah, either one of them. That's fine. Okay. Yeah, you got the link at the bottom. So that's just an image. That's not clickable, right?
Correct.
Okay. That's what I was wanting to make sure of. Yeah, because you can have issues with a clickable link with Facebook. So yeah, that's fine.
Thanks for your insights.
Yeah, yeah.
No, actually, Eugene, if you could expound on that, because I think
Well,
people might be wondering, what do you mean?
sometimes with Facebook, especially if you're posting the same link that other people are posting, that's what I was concerned about initially. So the person has to put the URL into their browser in order to go there. Well, if Facebook, if you're putting up posts on Facebook and you're using the same link like other people are using, or even you just using your link, sometimes with Facebook, they don't block the link, but they'll when you click on a link, you'll see a whole bunch of stuff about the link. Could be spam or this or whatever, and and they jam you up with your links. I've even used domain names and still ran into the same problem with Facebook. So, but doing it this way is about the best way that you can do it. So people don't have anything to click, but Facebook doesn't have anything to mess you up with because it's not clickable.
I see what you mean. All right. See, got some Facebook experts in here. I appreciate that, Eugene. So folks, what Eugene was mentioning, you saw when I did that post and I put the words, but I didn't put a link in there. That's going to be the plans. Keep the link out because it sounds like if we're all posting that link, Facebook definitely gets a hold of it, realizing, oh, they're all posting the same link in a sense. And then, like Eugene mentioned, mess with us. So if we're posting the picture, the image, then the person just sees a picture, right? It's as if we're posting pictures of our dogs, right? Cats, right? It's the same cat. But Facebook doesn't have a way to know that we're actually having people go to this link, and people would have to type it in their browser and go to that link, which is a good thing, right? Because if someone is literally taking the time to type this in their browser, that means it's a hot prospect, hot lead who's looking to have something done, right? So that's what we want to do. Have people who are ready to actually look at this in earnest and not just to be looky-loos, just posting on things and clicking around. Thank you, Eugene. All right, we're gonna see if any more hands. All right, so
This is
don't see-
Francis. I don't know how to raise my hand. I've been looking all around trying to figure it out. I'm so
Hey,
sorry
Francis.
because I'm very, very foolish in knowing how to do any of this, but I've never been
good.
good with Facebook at all. But when you read it, you said, say this is the group, this is the crypto group we're going to send to. And one of the first things you said is that after you were accepted and all, the rules said you could send 10 a day. And now when you do this, does this list of like 20,000 is what the fellow said, there can be that many in the group, but anyhow, however many are in the group, are the 10 going like to 10 of those names? So only 10 people are going to see it, or it goes, what does it mean by 10 a day? I guess
so
is what I mean.
that's perfect. Thanks for that question, Francis. So it means that you could post 10 times, 10 different times in the group for the day. So for instance, you're seeing, let's see.
Oh, I see. Like say one would be now and one would be 15 minutes later and then a half an hour later that way, and do 10 that way. It would be but it's the same picture that day. Then tomorrow you take a different picture and then do some more hours every half an hour or something, whenever Because so time-wise would make it different. And then it goes to all of their people. Is that the idea? It goes to however many are in the group. It's your post goes to everybody once
That
or
is
as many other
correct.
times up to 10. Okay.
Right.
Okay. I get it, I think.
It's
Thank you.
Okay,
public group.
Okay.
one
Appreciate it.
clarification on that. You're not trying to post in a group 10 times, in the same group 10 times. You can post it in 10 different groups. If you post in 10 in the same group 10 times, the admin can look at you like you spamming the group, or it can just get picked up by Facebook that you're spamming the group. So you don't want to post 10 times in the same group. Just want to make this clear because
Oh,
you're gonna
yeah.
get
See,
yourself in Facebook jail.
yeah, I would probably be a real candidate to be there the first moment I did anything. But
Yeah,
so I was wrong.
that's too many times in the same
Well, I
group.
was wrong then to skipping to another half hour or hour, the same picture to the same group. Because different people would
No,
be on
not
at
the same
different
group.
time. Does it?
You have to join multiple groups.
Oh, I see.
Multiple groups. Let's say
Okay.
you've joined 10 groups over a period of time.
Okay.
And then you can do 10 different posts because it's in 10 different groups. But then you still have to space it out so you're not
Okay.
posting so often. So
Okay.
the algorithm doesn't look at you as a spammer.
Oh, I see. Okay. Okay. And
Right.
then they then have
Can-
the option, it looks like,
can-
of sending me then whatever they want me to see, right? That's the idea. I send them what I want them to see. They're going to send me something they want me to see of theirs. Right?
You're not sending it to the individual.
Oh,
This is posting in a group. It goes to in
okay.
a group, and everybody in that group has the opportunity to see what you have posted.
Okay. Because I love the
Alright.
idea. The idea is wonderful. I just am having trouble getting it down straight. But thank you so much. Okay.
No
That's
All right,
That's
hello,
better.
hello,
Now,
Kay.
What do we have?
He is absolutely right. Okay, the way I do it, I'm a member of about 200 work from home group, crypto, gifting, or whatever. I try to post, if I'm posting, I try to post at least 50 a day, but you got to go slow. You can,
No offense, but if you still
yes, you can post and just come back later and post a few more, but you can't because you get locked down if you try to post too fast or too many in a day. You got like he said, you got to join multiple groups. There's a billion groups out there you can join. You just got to get in there and join them, and go from there and make your post.
Thank you both. So that's why I'm posting in the chat here. I see you didn't go, how to stay out of Facebook jail or something like that. So you could,
Right.
review it at your leisure and then follow those guidelines in addition to what, Ms. Eugene mentioned and also what Lorenzo mentioned, because there's some nuances to it. But if you, like always, you go in, you post something once, no biggie, right? If 10 people are posting just once, right? That's 10 things we just have out there. 100 people do it. That's 100 we just have out there. So if you're not even doing 10, right? You're just doing one, and everyone just do one. That helps the team build as a whole. Of course, the nuances that goes into it, that we're not posting the actual link, right? We're posting the placard so people see it. They're curious enough to go, and I keep seeing this thing. I'm actually going to read it this time and figure out how do I get information about it. They actually raise their hand to say, yes, I want info, because they literally have to go to the place we're directing them to. So Francis, thanks for diving down. Let's get some more questions answered, because we definitely want to get everyone's questions answered. And if people need to leave, hey, feel free. I do understand the time frame of things. So we're going to go to Chrissy, and then we go to Mr. Howard. So Chrissy, you could lower your hand there and then come off mute and let us know your thoughts here.
Hi, thank you for taking my question. I just am curious on the infographics that you're posting and on social media, on Facebook and the as you're suggesting, whose link is being utilized as the team invitation link?
Okay. So good question. We're gonna dive back to this chart because everything kind of flows through this one. So you're helping the team build as a whole. So you can either help your particular team Chrissy, if you're the person, you want to help your entire team, or even if you're just starting, you don't have anyone here, you could actually do this for yourself. So if you're creative enough, right, and you want to do this to build your team, there's definitely a space for you here to do that. For folks who don't know what to do, right, need all the help and the guidance to doing this, we're saying take the link we're giving you and then just go post it, because it's better for you to help the team as opposed to not do anything, right? And we know that some people join an opportunity, they don't know what to do, right? And so they do nothing. So instead of not doing anything, help the team as a whole, and then the team will help you. The team helps you in the form that when responses come back to the team build, that we plug the holes of people in the team. So Chrissy, you're number one, right? And you have 2 people, and people are helping the team build, and the team build get a person in. The team might look and say, hey, Chrissy could use, benefit from having 1 member. So the team build would place that member here for you. So you might not even be contacted to say, hey, Chrissy, we got 1 for you. It just might be placed in here for you. And then your whole, you go to level 2. So the idea is if you know what to do, right? It's making sense that, you know what, I could actually do this personally for myself and use your link to direct people to these places. Or if you have no idea what you're doing, you wouldn't be able to do anything else anyway, then use a team build and in a sense, help us all by collectively, if we're putting out the information, people are seeing it, they can't avoid it. They're coming through the team build and the team is feeding it back through the members. So Chrissy, that was a long to it. I appreciate that question.
All right, and thank you so much for your response. And also, Sister L and I both were posted in the chat, asked the question. I've tried to join the Telegram group that you're talking about, and the link is no longer active on the website and in our back offices when we joined. And Sister L found the same thing. So and you're not in our OOR Dream Telegram group, so we were wondering if you might be able to share the current active Telegram group for OOR and ATTM as a whole. We're in our own little group called OOR Dream.
I see.
But the main Telegram group, that link that's on the website and when we join is not active. So
from your back office? Let me
Yep.
clarify. Okay, I see. Okay. So
Yeah,
this page,
every Telegram group that that it says in the back office and in the resource, the reference section, there's a page that has all of these tools and resources. And there's the Telegram group and it says click here to join our Telegram group. That link is no longer active. So we were wondering if you have an active one where we could join.
Okay, I see. So here's
Global group, Telegram group.
Okay, so just to clarify this for me, you're talking about this when you log in from here and go to your back office, correct?
Yes. Where there's the resource page,
Perfect.
there's
Correct. So I know
Yeah.
exactly what you're mentioning now. So here's how you get access. Because of the issues, trying to keep spammers out and all that, you have to be invited into the group by your sponsor or someone immediate that knows you.
Okay.
That's how you get
That
in.
makes sense.
Okay, so here's what I suggest. I sent a link in the chat. That's to this marketing hub here. And under step 1, it gives you access to go to my Telegram group. So if you're in my Telegram group and you're like, you know what, I need access to the main one, then this way I know for sure I could get you in, right? Because then I know you, and then we could get you in there. Or your immediate sponsor or upline person who knows you could get you in. So we'll tag team it that way to make it a nice streamlined process for everyone who's coming in trying to get into the main Telegram group. Sounds like a plan? All right. Mr. Howard, I got your hand. We'll take you for another question or a comment. You always have some good stuff.
No comments, only questions. Unless you ask me to make a comment. This is a question for Eugene and maybe Lorenzo and what we were just talking about. So when the topic came up about like the rules on the number of times you can post in a group, and I think we were talking about like 10, for example. That's the rule for the group, but that's not the rule for Facebook as a whole. Is that correct, Eugene and or Lorenzo?
Yeah, correct. What I was saying, you can make one post, wise enough to make one post a day in multiple groups. If I'm posting, I'll try to do maybe 50 or 100 a day. I post, you start posting, you give yourself some time between your posting, like a few seconds, a few minutes. You post in 20 and 30, then you take a break. Well, I do anyway. Then you come back and post again. And just take your time, go slow. You can't go too fast. They will lock you up in jail real quick. And so
Okay. So I get that, but I guess the question I'm asking is, if the group that you're in has a rule that says you can post up to 10 times a day.
no, you'll never see a group say that. They'll give you specific rules on what you can post, but not 10 times a day.
So when the
No.
discussion came up earlier about the rules of posting in a group 10 times a day, that wasn't what we were talking about.
I think somebody had mentioned that, but you can't post 10 times a day. No way.
In a group, but okay, so let me ask the question better this way. If they have a rule, if a group has a rule that allows you to do that, then you can do that, but will Facebook flag you for that, even though the group rules allow you to post more than once in a day? Do you know?
Oh no, I see what you're saying now. But normally you won't see a group says that you can post 10 times a day, but you wouldn't get in trouble if they would let you do that. But
Okay.
There's no group out there that's gonna let you post 10 times a day.
Okay, all right. Thank you, Lorenzo, for that clarification.
And as far as the 10 times concerned, I was just giving a general, not
Right.
rule personally, but I'm just saying to keep people safe. So they
Oh,
wouldn't be posted so many times. And I don't know how you get away with posting 20 or 30 times anyway in in those groups. So, my information might be a little outdated, but I was just saying, as far as safety is concerned, so they wouldn't go to Facebook jail.
Oh, okay. All right. Thank you all. Appreciate it.
Mm-hmm.
All right, one quick check to make sure everyone's all set. And just an FYI, these placards could be used in other places as well that allows you to post pictures, right? So if you're able to post pictures somewhere else, this is definitely something you could use in different areas as it's allowed in whatever environment that allows you to post pictures. So just keep that in mind. All right, so with that, folks, okay. So someone
Kate.
mentioned that, oh, yes?
I'm sorry, Kay. There was a question in the chat that I don't think anyone answered. And it's related to the groups. Someone asked the question, how many groups can you join in a day?
All right. So that's where I'm going to refer people to maybe do a little research, right? On the do's and don'ts of Facebook. And I actually post a good video in the chat. And because this subject could really go on and on, right? Because it's a lot that could be done with Facebook.
Kay, I also put that in the Telegram room.
Oh, awesome. Thank you. Thank you very much, Wanda.
Yes.
So if people are wondering about a maximum, right? The goal to this is start, right? Start, 1 or 2 a day. That's not a bad number to start with. Because chances are not many people go out there and join 100 groups in one day, right? And then post to 100 groups. So start small, right? Build up your groups. Say, go out there every day, 1 or 2 groups, find them, look into the groups, because you have to have some mode of operation every day, right? So if you start building it small, okay, I'm going to get 10 groups. You decide, I'm going to get 10 groups. We're doing it all in one day, right? Do a little bit, post something, get the knack of it. And then like Lorenzo mentioned, right? He's in so many groups that he does this every day. I imagine it took him a while to get there. So if Lorenzo know a magic number, but I'm thinking, even if it was 100 to be a maximum, I'm not saying that it is, right? chances are you're not going to post in 100 groups for the day. So start small. Listen to the video in terms of what we're posting in the group about some of the do's and don'ts, and then get some guidelines around that and then follow those guidelines, right? You're not posting too fast, right? You're not posting the same thing multiple times in the same group in the same time frame, right? Back to back to back to back, in a sense, spamming the entire thread, right? Some of those etiquette things. So that's why I'm mentioning to folks, do this small, you know, everyone takes part in this. They go out, they get their own groups, they get one group, they post. This is helping the entire team build. And then, of course, if people are helping their teams, this could definitely be strategically done to actually help your team only. Let's see, message. All right, I'm going to answer this question because I think everyone, it probably is in everyone's best interest. They're going, where are these placards? You're not seeing them yet. So that's correct. You're not seeing them. They're actually still on my computer hard drive. So when we get off this call, my goal is going to be to actually upload them so you actually see them on this marketing hub. So you're seeing the marketing hub here, and it's going to be under resources that I'll put a link to all these hubs here where it said Facebook placard or something to give you an idea that this is about Facebook. And then you could click on it and then have access to all the placards. You could either download them or then you could copy and paste it on Facebook as needed, you know, however you see that you could actually get them on Facebook. So thank you for that question and that reminder that that needs to be somewhere where actually someone could find it. All right. Well, folks, I want to thank you for your attention today. Definitely make sure you're signed up to the notification list. That's the only way you get access to these kind of training calls, the presentation calls that are happening, because they come out and you're notified through those mediums or in our Telegram group. So make sure you're either in one of those portals, or if you have members who aren't connected at all, that you're definitely reaching out to them when we have meetings or things coming up, because they will have no other way of getting access to this kind of information that we have for the team. So with that, guys, thank you for coming out. I appreciate everyone. Anything, definitely get to our Telegram group. We could help folks there as well. Yes, we're all in the Telegram group. So I think that's the best place for everyone to be to help each other. And of course, please support your members as they come in. Reach out to them, let them know you're available and accessible, that if they have any questions, they want to tag team with you to actually build your team build a lot stronger, that they could help you and you could help them as well. So with that, guys, thank you again. You guys have a great night.
Thanks, Kay. Bye-bye.